Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For today's YouTube video, as you guys can see, we are going to be breaking down Anthony Richardson's debut. Now, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It was actually a pretty decent performance, and we're just going to be going play by play, pass by pass. Well, actually not play by play. Every pass attempt. We're going to be breaking it down and seeing how he did with his decisions and his throws. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First play here, second play of the game, Anthony Richardson is in empty. Not too often do you see many quarterbacks going in empty. But first thing to note is Matt Milano here is creeping up, acting like he's going to blitz. So we can see he just drops back. But Anthony Richardson sees that, and that means that this slot receiver here is going to be covered by, is that Micah Hyde? I don't know. But so depending on what the play call is, then Anthony Richardson, this could be his hot read right here because of all the green grass that he's given him. That's about 11 yards. So the ball is snapped, and as you can see, Matt Milano backs up. Thankfully enough, this slot receiver runs a hitch. Anthony Richardson is staring him down, throws the ball in a perfect spot, right on a line where the receiver can catch it and get gracefully tackled, not absolutely pummeled. So it's a good throw in the right spot, pickup of 5-6 yards, and yeah, good read, good throw. This next one here is just a screen pass, putting it right in the receiver's numbers. He's able to pick up some yardage, so good throw there. Now this next throw is where it gets a little iffy. Now this play is very, there's upside and there's a huge downside to it. So first thing we can see here is this slot receiver, right? This slot receiver is pointing, or is looking at Richardson and is saying, hey, this guy's coming, this guy's coming. Anthony Richardson then in his head is like, okay, you're my hot route. Let's make your route a little bit shorter. But the chemistry isn't there. Richardson is a rookie. So let's just break down what happens here, right? So the corner ends up coming, and Anthony Richardson immediately plants his back foot and tries to get rid of the ball. The only problem is this receiver that was telling him, hey, this guy's coming, is his back is still turned. So Anthony Richardson pump fakes, which then puts him out of position to make a good throw. The receiver then starts breaking outwards, and Richardson throws a very poor ball behind the receiver right into another DB, which results in an interception. Now, the reason I say this play results in high upside and then very low downside is because Anthony Richardson was on the right page. However, his receiver was not. The thing about the downside of this play is you don't force that ball, right? You have a pump fake, you have a defensive lineman, two defensive linemen in your face with a right tackle. You're throwing off your back foot, extremely unbalanced. Your elbow doesn't hit zero. It's just not a good throw. This is a rookie mistake. You don't really see this in college that much either. Well, I guess you kind of could, but in the NFL, you do not see mistakes like this, forcing the ball like this. He is a rookie. He will learn from it. But what Anthony Richardson needs to learn is that, you live to see another down. There's no reason to force this ball here. It's 2nd and 6. You have to know you're down in yardage. You have to know how much time is on the clock. You can either take a sack or you can just throw this ball in the dirt and go on to the next play. So now this next play here, Anthony Richardson only stays on his first progression, doesn't take his eyes off him, which is Michael Pittman at the top of your screen. So Anthony Richardson drops back, sees the down in yardage, and in his head saying, this is perfect as long as everything works out. So as you can see, this corner runs all the way back. So that tells you everything you need to know. That means they're in cover 3. You can see 10 defensive players on your screen. The safety is down in the middle of the field. So this guy runs all the way back. So that means they're in cover 3. Then you have some of your strong safeties and your nickels, and then you have your middle linebackers. Anyways, Michael Pittman runs in route, a 5-yard in. Anthony Richardson puts the ball where it's supposed to be. Yes, the ball is high, actually very high, but Pittman thankfully can go up and get it. But this is a good ball and it's a bad ball. It's a good ball because you put it on Michael Pittman. Now, yes, it was high, but he put it on him. You don't want to lead Michael Pittman in this situation, because if you do, he's going to get absolutely flattened by Matt Milano. Now, he's still got a good lick on him, but he was able to negate it by spinning off of him. Nonetheless, it was a good ball, accuracy issue again, but good decision, good read, 50% good ball placement. So yeah, not too bad. You know, it's a first down after all. You know, if it's a touchdown, it doesn't matter if the ball was high or low. You know, you get yards, you move the sticks onto the next play. Now, this next play here is exactly what I was just talking about a minute ago. The Bills are showing blitz. Of course they come. Thankfully for Anthony Richardson, it's play action, but because of that, he gets about a 7-step drop. So Richardson drops back. There's 3 people running at him. Whether it was a bad throw or he was just throwing it in the dirt, this is exactly what I was just talking about. You live to see another down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 3rd and 4. It's not the end of the world. You don't force a turnover here. Instead, throws it into double coverage. Michael Pittman, ball goes in the dirt. Live to see another down. Now, this next play here is actually a pretty good read from Richardson. So you have doubles on the right-hand side, and then you have 2 tight ends, a 2 tight end set, which you don't really see many offenses run, especially with 2 tight ends on the same side in a 3-point stance. You don't see many teams run pass plays out of this. So what we see here is Anthony Richardson do something that we haven't seen before. Him going through his progressions. So both of these tight ends at the bottom of your screen are running just little stop routes. So you'll see after the play is over, they both just run stop routes. And I don't know if you guys saw that right there. Anthony Richardson goes from number 49 so he goes boom, boom. So he goes from progression number 1 to progression number 2. So that's good. He's making his reads. Throws the ball, not a good ball. Good decision, not a good ball. Out of placement. But as you can see there, number 49 is in the middle of your screen. They both ran just stop routes, hitch routes. So yeah. Good decision. It's good that he's going through his progressions and not panicking after his first progression isn't there, but bad ball. Now this next one is a simple screenplay. Nothing Michael Jordan, LeBron fancy about this. As a quarterback, you just got to drop back, kind of let the linebacker look at you a little bit. That's exactly what he's staring at here. Linebackers looking in the backfield as well, and then the last second you turn. Good ball to get it around the DN there into the running back, and he picks up a first down. So now this play here is actually a very impressive throw. Now I will tell you, there are 2 different camera views of this play here. So we'll just show the first one. So Anthony Richardson, play action, stares down the tight end, and as you can see, the ball is right next to the middle linebacker's hands. So he throws the ball, pick up of 15-20 yards, good play. Now let's see this from the other view. So your tight end is running a dig route, and you have your middle linebacker and you have your safety over the top. So this throw is good for a number of reasons. 1, you have to throw it over the linebacker, but on a line. And 2, you have to throw it under the safety, so you can't airmail it too much. Good thing for Anthony Richardson, he has a very strong arm, so he puts this on an absolute rope over the linebacker, underneath the safety. Tight end gets it with, you know, a step or 2 to make a move to where he doesn't get completely rocked, and it's a good pickup. But like I said, again, this is a very good throw by Anthony Richardson. It's very hard to drop a ball in there like that with this much speed on a rope. Great read, great throw. I love it. Now this play here, I'm actually very curious as to what the play call was and whose decision it was to go deep. Now nonetheless, whether or not Anthony Richardson was told, hey, let's take a shot here, or if it was his decision, it was a very beautiful ball. Now you have your receiver here who is 6'5", 6'4", against a smaller corner. That's your mismatch. That's where you want to go with the ball. Anthony Richardson, play action, drops back and throws an absolute beauty of a dime. Also right here, Anthony Richardson feels the pressure, steps up, little hitch, delivers a beauty of a ball right into this guy's breadbasket, and he just drops it. You guys can't really tell here, but he catches it, brings it to his chest, and then once he hits the ground, that's when the ball comes out. But it was a beautiful throw. You can see the receiver's pissed because he knows it was a beautiful ball. Just 10 out of 10 execution here from Anthony Richardson. Now on this play, you can tell that he has been practicing, right? So what a lot of quarterbacks do is, especially when they know where they want to go with the football, and they know that the route that they have against this certain defense, you know which receivers are going to be open. So in this instance, you can see Anthony Richardson, he drops back and he stares at, I think that's Matt Milano, or no, it's not Matt Milano. He stares at this middle linebacker. He is just staring at him. Linebackers are looking at him, but then instantly, boom, you'll see his head swing from the middle of the field, boom, all the way to the slot receiver over here. So swings, and right as he's throwing the ball, the receiver is breaking. That is perfect execution. That is perfect chemistry. He puts it right on the receiver, right in his stomach, right in his chest, right between the numbers. And then you just let your playmakers make plays. Makes a move, picks up 11 yards, first down. Now this next play here, we can't really get a good look at. Let me try and pause it. Okay, so it's going to be play action. And another good thing about this play is Anthony Richardson going through his progressions. So you can see him drop back, staring at the middle of the field. It looks like he goes from progression 1 to progression 2, or maybe he's just going from progression 1 to maybe a middle linebacker and then his progression 2. So he goes 1, 2, 3 across the field. Great read, horrible throw, way too high. Great decision. I like how he's going from progression to progression and not panicking after his progression 1 is not open. Just a bad throw. Accuracy is going to be an issue for Anthony Richardson. I've said it 100 times. I'll say it 100 more times. His arm is the issue. His accuracy is the issue. If he can get that settled down and eliminate some of these dumb mistakes that he's having with forcing the ball, I think he can work out in this league. Okay, I don't know how much of my webcam was lagging and cutting out, but I will say if I had to give Anthony Richardson a grade, I would give him a C+, B-. The accuracy was an issue. He had a couple high throws, but I loved how he was going from progression to progression, not really panicking there, making good reads, and knowing where to go with the football. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Anthony Richardson and his performance down in the comments below. I'm going to be doing Bryce Young next, so be sure to look out for that video. Hopefully you all enjoy, and I will see you all next video.